So there we were with an empty shell in Bay Street, a piece of Melbourne history that Albert Park College now had the keys to. The Naval Drill Hall where so many troops met on their way to and from world wars, and the original post office marking the centre of a young Port Melbourne. So much heritage, so much potential, and so much to do. But what an opportunity! A chance for us to create one of the most unique and inspiring school campuses in Australia. The challenge was there, and we just needed the right support team to create this amazing Year 9 arts and environmental hub, the likes of which really hadn't been seen before. This project needed the backing of the Victorian Government, local leaders and the broader community, and especially required the moral and financial support of our entire school community. With a green light given in 2013, we started to design what this campus could be. A space where our students could learn and collaborate in an inspirational environmental classroom. 6 Degrees architects were chosen for their visionary way to look at blending modern and historical elements. And their foresight for this space was simply inspirational. And there was much conversation with our student leaders and teachers as to how the campus would look, feel and operate. Demolition works began in 2014, and our first challenge was to strip out the old infrastructure that had been added over many decades. Anything that could be reused or recycled was kept. Loads of wood were denailed and donated to bushfire recovery initiatives. All the ply from the floor was pulled up and kept. Steel and wire was recycled, and years of paint was removed using environmentally friendly processes and disposed of sustainably. We were so excited when building commenced in 2015. There were extensive new foundations to put in, as well as all new plumbing, information technology and essential services. An entire mezzanine level was created, new pathways were laid and construction began on an elevator. The historical layers of the site were stripped back and preserved for all to see, and original walls and fireplaces were exposed. A new sustainable kitchen began taking shape, and the drill hall came to life as this tiered seating was installed. Engineers, project managers, electricians, plumbers, carpenters, bricklayers and painters worked tirelessly week in and week out. The original Jarrah floor in the drill hall was unearthed and restored over many weeks. A new ceiling was installed, new walls erected, and the campus was lit up with low energy LED lighting. Fine details were restored, such as the original chain-operated windows, at the same time that state-of-the-art hydronic heating, a night purging system, and a rainwater catchment system were all being installed. The foundations of the Marine Research Centre began construction, and the science labs began to take shape. Recycled furniture was sourced in line with the campus's passion for the environment, and some beautiful pieces will add to Bay Street's creative flair. So many people have brought this space to life, and we have many to thank. The end result is a truly spectacular learning environment that will inspire our Year 9 students as they engage in their environmental arts curriculum. This is a 21st century learning space wrapped in history. Yet as amazing as this campus is, the one thing to remember is why it has all taken place. It is for these future custodians and these global thinkers and these leaders of tomorrow. This is their place, their office and their research facility from which to tackle the world's environmental questions. The vision to create a truly inspirational campus has been achieved, and we now look forward to the talent that will breathe life into this most creative of learning environments.
The great thing about this learning environment, the drill hall, is amazing as a central space to break out into.
It allows the collaboration between classes, and you can design your tasks around that. So
it's a nice environment to be able to focus on your own lessons, but also to be tuning into what's happening in the other spaces in the building.
It encourages lots of teamwork and collaboration and group work.
The shared classrooms are beautifully made, acoustically superb, so we can speak to 50 students at once, or they can break out into small group work.
There's definitely some more peaceful corners to be found around the space.
Even though we have almost 200 students, it's still an intimate feel. We all know each other, we all know each other's name.
You know how each person works a lot better, and it's more of a community.
Everything has been seamless and really perfect from the get-go in terms of technology, which helps because that is how we teach at APC.
No more big whiteboards that I can fall back on for my teaching has really pushed me to try and change the way that I present in that digital age.
This place has been thought of, it's been thought of well, it's for us, let's learn.
When I walked into 40 Bay Street, I was immediately impressed.
This place is amazing. It's where our second home, you could say.
It's very different to anything we've ever really learnt in before.
And it just feels like a kind of New York converted warehouse.
It has a very rustic feel to it because of all the wood, and I really like the how they left the old walls, like all the rendering. I really liked that.
It shows the history of it, and I think it was a great touch.
I thought that it was an incredible industrial feel, and the wood and bricks worked really well together.
All the huge open windows was just a really amazing environment to be in.
I think that the teachers and students will value the space, the wide open spaces.
I think there's a really nice connectivity in this campus.
I think the students and teachers are quite a bit closer together, where it's only our year level here.
Over here with the cafe, people are ordering lunch, teachers and students, so it makes for a nice relationship.
Because then we can learn to trust our teachers, and we can go to them whenever we need the support.
Our year level is here, we're the oldest kids, we're the youngest kids, we're the only kids.
It's not a typical school.
It's a very inspiring space to be in.
It doesn't necessarily feel like a school, it feels like just a beautiful building, and that's one of the best parts about it.